guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm working on Sakura. Finally, 17 days in. I've been at 17 days without drawing her, which is actually quite an achievement for me. I just felt like I wanted to go back to something I knew, and I kind of wanted to try a slightly different style. Nothing really too different to what I've done in the past, but yeah, and I just, was lacking a little bit of inspiration, so it's not too bad. 17 drawings, and I've submitted to my calling, I guess. If you don't know, I absolutely love Cardcaptor Sakura. She is like my childhood, my past, my present, my future. She's my everything, and she's kind of the reason I became an illustrator in this really strange way, and the reason I became interested in Japan and in anime and Japanese fashion, Japanese illustrations in general, and I wouldn't be here today making these videos if it weren't for her. So she's a pretty special character in my mind. And some people think that's absolutely batshit crazy, but I think it's really adorable. And I know I'm not the only one, which is a really cool thing. So yeah, I thought I'd draw Cardcaptor Sakura for you guys. You can see, actually, I just took a photo of this on my phone, but and there was like a lot of light in, if you're wondering why it's really super highly detailed in terms of like shadowing and the paper and stuff. It's just because I took it with my phone. But you'll see I did a little bit of a word sketch, which basically was just some ideas about how I wanted it to look, and it pretty much turned out the way I wanted it to look, so pretty happy. I will say, unfortunately, I missed maybe a few minutes of the coloring of the hair because I forgot to press record again because I went away and made a cup of tea. So I do apologize for that. But you didn't really miss much because I kind of stuffed up when I did the line work. I didn't make full shapes like I should have, and I mostly focused on lines, and I thought I'll figure out how to fill everything in later. But that was not particularly smart, and I kind of, in a very long rounded way, I made up for it, but you'll see kind of the process that I have to go through to get to the end point, basically. I drew this while I was in a cafe today. Jonathan, my partner, had to go into the hospital for a few hours, so I went off and had a coffee, and it was actually a really nice morning. It was really still, it was just warm. It's sort of chilly, but still warm. And then about 2 or 3 o'clock today, it actually started pouring, which is kind of nice because I was home by that point. But yeah, so I was sitting in a cafe and enjoying the sun and getting some work done, which was really nice, even though I was kind of supposed to be at work. But well, no, I took the day off for Jono's appointment, so I made sure he got home safe, which is more important. But I will have a bit to catch up on tomorrow. But hey, I got this done, so I'm happy. So yeah, you can see how I've like stuffed up doing the hat. And I tried merging all the lines, but I completely forgot that you can just press Control J and it merges. Lines for you, which I should have just done in the first place, but I didn't. I was more focused on the line work with this drawing, and sometimes I just blank on the easiest way to do things, and sometimes I just think about, I don't really think about the end result. Now I'm going to make it work. So there is a wee bit of playing with the lines in this, deleting lines and trying to hide them. And it mostly stuffs me up when it comes to the hair. Everything else I kind of made shapes, so it works out okay. For some of it, if I wanted to get rid of the lines, I actually use the erase tool. I think there's another tool which you can like get rid of sections of lines, and I honestly, for the life of me, cannot remember what the tool is, but it does exist. So basically, where say a line is overlapping and kind of see how I'm like erasing bits of line, you can kind of just click and it'll get rid of that part of the line. I don't know what tool it is, but I will soon find out, hopefully. So yeah, I just use the eraser tool. It does just as good of a job as long as you're clicked on the line that you want, I think. Yeah, but in the end, I'm really happy with the result. Nice and quick, nothing too tricky with this one. And I think I'll be doing I want to do a Cardcaptor Sakura series one day, and I've never really settled on a design or a style that I like, so I've never really done a series. I did start a painting when I was really young, in my teens, of like the more, not voodoo doll style, but if you remember my Cinderella or my Clefairy pieces that I've done in the last few days, or the last few weeks, sorry, then you'll see that kind of, I don't really know what kind of style. I want to say voodoo doll style. It's not what I mean. It's kind of like a plushy style. But yeah, where the eyes are just basically black, little black dots. That's really what I was going with that. And it's this painting where they're all kind of, all her they're like dolls of her, and she's like, they're all falling from the ceiling, or it's like a pile of them, and she's wearing all the different outfits, and then like my face kind of comes through the middle, like, hello. It's kind of, that was the idea anyway. I still haven't done it. If I go home for an extended amount of time one day, I might spend a week getting it finished. But it's a huge canvas. It's like it's about a meter tall, I think, by about half a meter possibly. So it's quite a big piece. I think if I was going to do it now, I would definitely scale it down, but it could look really cool on my wall back home, and it could be like a bit of memorability, a memento of me. Yeah, but I haven't really done painting in a really long time, so I couldn't tell you if it would be any good. I definitely could do it in Illustrator. I don't know why I don't, and just stick it on the canvas, which is another option, actually. That's actually a really good option. But I think for something that size, I'm not saying it wouldn't be a lot of work if I did it in Illustrator, but it would just kind of be, I don't know, maybe a little bit more impressive if it was painted. But I'm not gonna lie, painting is not my particular strength. Definitely working with dots and lines and shapes is definitely my strength. I did that painting when I was doing art in school, which must be the last time I did painting, unless it was watercolor painting. And yeah, I just had a lot of paints and things, and my computer wasn't particularly great, and I didn't really have, I didn't really enjoy Photoshop as much, and I didn't have a good tablet and a bunch of other things and other reasons. So painting was quite nice, and I mean, I had to do it for school anyway, so it was just practicing skills for that, essentially. So yeah, maybe it's a project I could do. Actually, I could do it in Illustrator, and it could look really cool. It would be a hell of a lot of work, and it would be kind of more of a personal piece than anything. It wouldn't really be anything I'd sell, but it would just be, I guess, a lot of fun to do. Yeah. So, not much to do left on this. I felt that her hair was a little bit flat in places, and I couldn't quite figure out why, and it's because I hadn't done a lot of shading. Once I do the shading in the other areas, it was just looking a bit off. I decided to do the eyes without white this time. It didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, but it was kind of the vision I had in my head. This now is probably more like the vision I had in my head as opposed to what it finishes off as, but her eyes were just looking a little bit too small, and they weren't really drawing you in as much. But I'm not particularly in love with the hat either. So I don't particularly love this costume of hers. I definitely have other favorites, but it's just a very iconic one, and it's just an easy one to do a headshot for. But I'd like to do her probably the absolute opposite costume, which is the sealed card movie costume, the pink and yellow one. I also really want to make a cosplay of it because it's an amazing costume. But I'll stick with Illustrator for now. So I could do that one, that's what I'm thinking, and then doing Lee as well, which could look quite cute, the two of them. But that's just an option. If you have a favorite Cardcaptor Sakura Cardcaptor costume, then let me know, because I am more than happy to do that one instead, especially just a wee simple headshot for you guys. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I do appreciate it. So yeah, that's just a little plug-in for myself. I do love comments, so if you do watch these videos, even if you just say watched it, loved it, or watched it, hated it, any comments are good comment. Actually, recently I've been getting some spammy comments, but that's okay. I guess that happens to everyone. It's just going to get worse as things grow, I guess. Also, yesterday's video didn't go out. I did do a drawing, and it was Starfire from Teen Titans, and I was so excited to show you guys, but OBS crashed and I lost it. Lost the video, and I also lost it because I was so gutted. So if you want to see that final image, then jump over to my Instagram and search hashtag 100 days of vector art, or even just go to my Instagram at _I am pretty awesome, all one word, lowercase, and you will find that image. It's also on my Facebook page, which I'm not quite sure if it's linked to my YouTube yet, but there's just an image up there as well if you want to see it. So I'm really, really happy with it. I will definitely be doing a print of that at some stage, but I will have to figure out how I'm gonna get that out at some point. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad that I couldn't show you guys the process, but I made up for it by putting it on my Instagram and things, which I should be doing more often, to be honest. I'd like to show a few of these on my Instagram, so that's something I need to get my little button to gear and doing for you guys. So if you don't want to watch the videos, you can at least see what I'm making. And I really love a lot of the images that I've done so far. So and my Instagram is a little bit lacking. There's a lot of faces of myself doing or food. Actually, there's a lot of food selfies. Food porn, I guess you could call it, on there as well. So but yeah, it should really be more about my illustration, because that's pretty much my life at the moment. Yeah, so I'm pretty much done with this piece. I think it's just a few more shadows, and then jumping into the final screenshot for you guys. Anyways, I just want to say a big thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see the rest of the series. Hit the like button if you loved it, and if you've got any suggestions for me, leave a comment in the comment section below. It is very much appreciated. Anyways, I'm gonna head off, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.